Welcome to the Divinely Protected Oracle. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, your comments, and all your donations. They are truly appreciated and they go to the growth of the channel, so thank you for all your support. We're going to go ahead and do a general message for the collective. Now, this is a general message, so please only take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. You can also check your moon, your rising, your north node placements, as there may be additional messages in there for you. Also, if you're interested in a personal reading, please check out my channel's description box and it will give you all the details. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do our mid-month focus for our Scorpios. That's with anyone with Scorpio in their chart. Alright, so what do we have going on for our collective Scorpios for the mid to end of August? We have anguish. So there's some sort of mental pain that you're going through, or something that's causing a lot of stress and anxiety, because this is 10 of Swords energy, where you feel betrayed in some way. A lot of you may feel like you have a dark cloud over you in some way. Things just aren't seeming to go your way, and you keep running around in circles. Okay, let's find out what this is about. Okay, this is number 11. 11 goes to 2. And 2 talks about balance, and it also takes about relationships. Now, for some of you, you may be dealing with an Aquarius, or you have that somewhere aspected in your chart that you may need to look to find out what house you have Aquarius in, because that may be what's hitting you the hardest for some of you here. Yeah, because I'm getting here that someone's ready to explode with the eruption card here. Like, you're at the point where you can't handle the way things are going any further. Make sure if you are going through something like that, that you are seeking out the medical professionals in order to get some sort of guidance, advice, whatever your situation is. So make sure that you are looking into that. Alright, so what does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know about balance or relationships when it comes to this mental pain? We have orphan, so you feel abandoned in some way. Some of you may have a inner childhood wound when it comes to abandonment issues. This is number 5, which talks about change. So some of you may not be good when it comes to changes in your life. Okay. Or you're going through a lot of changes, which is causing this emotional upheaval. Alright, what else do we need to know? We have come to the edge, which is number 36. 36 goes to a 9. 9 talks about transformation. So there's something that you need to transform in your life, and it looks like you're close to it, but for some reason or another, it hasn't happened or it hasn't turned around yet. Okay, what else does the collective need to know? We have round and round. Yeah, you're going around in circles. This is number 25, which goes to 7. 7 talks about hidden truth and knowledge, but it also talks about evaluation and assessments. So a lot of you need to evaluate why you keep going around in this cycle. There's something that you haven't learned from this experience that is keeping you in this experience. So you need to figure out what specifically that is in order to heal it, in order to overcome it and move forward and get out of the cycle. It's something that was never meant for you. You were never meant to be in this cycle or this situation. This is number 6, which talks about healing, support, unconditional love, problem solving. So there is a solution, but first you have to figure out what is the root cause of this cycle that you're constantly going through. And you have support around you, is what I'm getting. But the answers are within you. Some of you may be acting stubborn as far as you may be resisting support that's being offered to you as well. That's not for all of you, but that's for some of you here. Okay. So let's find out more. What else does the collective need to know? What else does the collective need to know? We have feminine, so for some of you, you're dealing with a feminine energy, or you may be in this feminine energy. Yeah, healing inner childhood wound. There's some sort of inner childhood wound when it comes to abandonment that you need to heal. We have past lack, suffering, and your higher self. So your higher self is trying to tell you and where to go or what to do, but it's almost like you're curled up in a ball, just like you have this outer shell. You're in that, and nothing can get in and nothing can get out. And it's causing this cycle of lack and suffering. All right, what else does the collective need to know? We have distance, retreat, time out. And we have Ace of Fire, which is all about taking action. So what this is telling me is you need to take time to yourself and get grounded and balanced. And once you do that, you're going to be able to hear your higher self tell you what you need to do. Or what actions to take. Because I feel like whoever this message is for, your higher self has been trying to get you to make certain moves that you just have been ignoring. Some of you are so focused on the past that you just can't see your way forward. All right. Yeah, some of you are avoiding the whole situation altogether. It's almost like you may even be distracting yourself with other things in order to avoid whatever this mental anguish that is that you're going through. It could be that you're distracting yourself with work or friends or romantic partners or whatever the situation is. You're not focused on yourself. You're focused on other things around you, and you need to be focused on yourself and what's going on with you and why you keep going through this cycle over and over and over again in order to hear what you need to do to actually move on and overcome and heal this wound that you have. Some of you, it may have something to do with a feminine energy. Could be a mother figure. Okay? Could be a child. Take it how it resonates. But something to do with a mother figure, a sister, a child, but someone in your life you feel has traumatized you in some way or abandoned you in some way. And has caused you to go through some sort of vicious cycle of constantly feeling left out, abandoned, unwanted. And this keeps adding to the anguish you already have. So it's like every time you go through this cycle, and the cycle gets repeated, your mental anguish gets worse. And I feel like at one point you came close to overcoming it, but then there was some sort of setback, is what I'm hearing. There was some sort of setback. And then you went right back into your curled up in a ball energy. Okay, so let's find out what's going on for the collective when it comes to their love life. What does the collective need to know? We have the Two of Cups, the Star card, the Justice, Page of Swords, the Sun card, Four of Swords, the High Priestess, the Two of Wands reversed, and we have the King of Cups. So what I'm getting here is this has something to do with, for a lot of you, a child. You may have been with someone in the past. You were trying to work on this situation with this person. I feel like this person either took you to court, or there was some sort of legal officials that got involved between you and this person and your child here. Okay? For some of you, you may have even been arrested at that time. That's for somebody here. Okay? There was some sort of unplanned delays, is what I'm getting. And I feel like in the past, a lot of you were very intuitive or in tune with what was going on around you. And I feel like you've told yourself that you forgive whoever this person is, whether this be, you know, an ex-spouse, an ex-partner, you know, someone you had a child with. You've told yourself that you've forgiven this person, but you've never actually moved on from the situation. So you're still stuck at that moment that you either lost this person or this child. And I don't mean it as, you know, the child is still happy, you know, possibly an adult at this time, or a teenager for some of you. And a lot of you aren't able to see your child. But it has some sort of to do with a custody situation, or for some of you, this is you getting arrested, so you weren't able to see your child grow up. So we have the Sun card, and we have the Page of Swords. Yeah. So a lot of you weren't able to see your child grow up. Okay. Is what I'm getting. And even though you may have told yourself that you have forgiven this person, mentally though, you're still stuck in that moment that this happened. Okay. So let's see what the advice is for this real quick, because I feel like this is a very sensitive topic. Okay. What is the advice for the person that is going through this situation where they may have had lost custody or lost time with a child? Okay. So it says, take a nap, time to go, and peace. So what this is telling me is you need to process this information first, and then you need to get moving and release it. Release whatever this trauma is of this child custody situation, so that way you can finally be at peace. Yeah, I still feel like the collective here, even though you may have forgiven this person, you're still conflicted about it, or you're still feeling chaotic because of the trauma you experienced with this situation. Okay. So let's find out what's going on for the collective when it comes to your career front and your finances. What does the collective need to know? We have the Temperance, the King of Pentacles, we have the Five of Wands, the Lovers reversed, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, the Hermit, the World card, and we have the Five of Cups. Okay, so there may be some sort of financial loss or disappointment you may experience during this time. Be very cautious about who you're partnering up with. Make sure that you are confident that this is the right decision, because there is an opportunity here for you to make the wrong choice. Know that to get yourself in this King of Pentacles energy, it is going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. And there's going to be a lot of people competing for whatever this financial opportunity is that you're looking to obtain. But make sure you are looking at everything. If there's legal paperwork, make sure you're reading every single word. Especially if it's something that's done online, you need to make sure that this is not a scam. Otherwise, it could lead to some sort of loss or disappointment when it comes to your financial situation. I also do see here for some of you where you have a business partner of some kind. You may be doing something online, or you're just very successful. For those of you on that path here. And I do see here that there's a balanced energy between you and this person where you work together. You may own a business together that's very stable. And you do have a lot of competition eyeing you up. So be careful that this competition doesn't make you do something reckless or make a quick decision. You really want to make sure you're taking the time with the Temperance and the Hermit here to really make sure that whatever moves that you're making during this time are for the long term, not the short term. So for instance, if your competition is, like, say you work for a car dealership and, all of a sudden they're doing some sort of promotion where, you get $4,000 back when, you purchase a brand new car. Well, you don't want to rush in and say, oh, well, they're doing $4,000, so let us do $5,000, when at the end of the day, you're going to end up losing money by giving out $5,000 for every single new car that you're selling. So just make sure you're not doing anything rash, that you're doing everything in a balanced energy. You're looking at the bottom line, okay? And making sure you're finding out all the facts prior to making any decisions. Because the last thing you want to do is make the wrong decision or lose out financially because you weren't looking at all the details in the situation. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Until next time.